Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ken, African Jedi, back. It's my first video in quite a while, but I decided to go ahead and start things back up here on the channel. So today we're going to be going over on Division 2 how to find Cassie Mendoza, the gun runner. If you don't already know, Cassie Mendoza shows up once a week, well, throughout the week actually, at different points and times. Sometimes she's closed, sometimes she's open, with different weapons and gear. There's a way to try to find her though, so that's what we're going to go over here in this video. So the first thing you have to do when trying to locate Cassie Mendoza is you have to find the snitch. Now the snitch can show up in 4 different locations, and as you can see in this video, I'm actually going to the safe house 1040 right now. This is usually where I start off at to find the snitch. Always start here because generally he's in this location. So just follow along with what I do. You can either fast travel to the 1040 safe house, or you can fast travel for this location itself, or you can fast travel to the Lincoln Memorial. I'm sorry, not Lincoln Memorial. It's I think it's Jefferson Trade Center.
Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
So yeah, when you spawn at the safe house, you'll go out that way, come out this way down this little alley here. Sometimes there will be some enemies in the area. You just knock them out real quick and go through.
Gotcha.
So that's the Jefferson Trade Center over there. You can actually do that as a spawn.
That was the last one.
It's probably faster to go from there instead of going to 1040. I always go to 1040 though, it's how to have it. Now generally, if the snitch is over here, by now you'd be able to see the little green arrow above his head. He's right here. Usually he's right here in this back corner. Right there. But obviously he's not there today. So we're going to go to the second location. Second location that I generally choose is, what is it? The Charlie vendor for the Dark Zone over here on this side. Dark Zone East, Charlie checkpoint. We're going to do a fast travel over here. Hopefully whenever you do the fast travel to one of these Dark Zone checkpoints, you don't get caught into the Dark Zone checkpoint glitch, which is like a loading screen that keeps popping up. It prevents you from leaving, pretty much. I got caught in it one time. I had to restart my game. Alright, so when you get here, you're going to go out. You're not going into the Dark Zone, of course, but you're going to go outside, back outside, and you're going to make that right. You're going to go up this ladder here. And the snitch will be in the back corner. Now, he was there for me this time, but sometimes he might not be there. So, you're going to go up to the snitch, you're going to talk to him, he's going to drop a bounty. You don't have to pick up the bounty, but after you talk to him, it's going to show that the gun runner's location, where she's going to be, and it's always going to be this little shopping cart. So at the time of recording, vendor was closed, so Cassie Mendoza was closed. I couldn't get up there. But what I decided to do, instead of waiting for her to just open back up right away, I'm going to go ahead and continue this video on with the last 2 locations that you want to check if you don't spot the snitch in that location over by Dark Zone Charlie checkpoint. So you want to fast travel to the Truman safe house, and this is going to be another spot to go search for the snitch. So once you get to the Truman safe house, you want to go out, what is this, the north exit, and just follow how I go here. Now sometimes if you take this route, you might come across some enemies that'll be in this area, probably to the left or to the right. As you can see, I got some enemies down there on the left hand side. Go ahead and take them out. If there's enemies back here in this back corner, the snitch won't be there, but obviously the snitch is not there, but he'll usually be right there in that corner. And the last location is the Lincoln Memorial. You're going to spawn there. This is the last known location for the snitch. If you don't find the snitch in any of the 3 previous areas that I just went over in the video, you're going to go to the Lincoln Memorial and you're going to follow this route. Okay, so we're here at the Lincoln Memorial. Now sometimes, like most of the other areas, when you're trying to find a snitch over in this area, you're going to probably run into some bad guys. Just go ahead and take them out. Generally, if there are bad guys in the area where the snitch will be located, where he'll be standing, obviously the snitch won't be there. So, except for like the Dark Zone East, because, you know, enemies won't be over there inside of that little building. But any other location, for the most part, if there are enemies nearby, the snitch won't be there. So you kind of can just disregard the area without even going to look to see if the snitch is there, because more than likely he's not there because there's enemies nearby. It's just part of the snitch's mechanics. So since there are enemies over here, we know that the snitch is not here, obviously, because he was at the Dark Zone East area. But if the snitch was here, he'd be at that tree that I just shot at. Alright, so now, with that out of the way, we're gonna go over and go see Cassie Mendoza, see what she's got for us for sale today. This is the location where she's located today. Now, Cassie Mendoza, whenever you find her, she'll be open for a certain amount of hours. I don't really know what her time schedule is. It's weird. Most of the time she'll be open like for 6 or 7 hours and then close for another 6 or 7 hours, something like that. But you'll always be able to tell when you look on your map. You go to a little shopping cart, it'll always say closed for a certain amount of time, open for a certain amount of time, that kind of thing. So here she is. So we're gonna check her out.
Always a pleasure, Agent.
She's got the Grudge for sale, Night Watcher mask. The Grudge has some pretty decent specs on it with perfect vindictive. Night Watcher mask has a max roll on scanner pulse haste, which is really good if you use a scanner of colors. She has she usually always brings different gear sets with different rolls on them. I decided to pick this up because I'm gonna try out a True Patriot build one of these days. LMG with Killer, and Officer's M1A with Killer, and a couple of other items. So, if this video has informed you and helped you out in finding the snitch, I hope that you will like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.